Hi, welcome back to Dial of Twang. I'm Dave. This is more about this backing track, really. Spend some time on it. I tried to make something that was just really supportive of playing blues licks over one chord that really kind of keeps things going in a way that you can leave a lot of space, and there's little nuanced things with the keyboards and stuff that not my my greatest accomplishment, the keyboard, but I tried to really give everything in that backing track a part, right? And so there's a lot of little pockets and things, a little drum break here, the little break in the bass, and then that guitar riff, and it just goes around and around like that on one chord. I'm going to put several minutes of it up here in just a couple of minutes. Then I'm just going to show you a few things to really work out on. And this is more of a meditation on blues, right? It's not a 12-bar pattern. It's not something that's all mapped out and written out for you, right? But I want to give you some stuff that you can really sink your teeth into here. So let me put it back on, and I'll just play a couple, then we'll stop and kind of, look at it. Jump in here anywhere you want. You'll find, if you listen to it a little bit, there's real simple arrangement, but there's some different pockets in there. See all that space I'm leaving? Okay. Now, the first thing I did there was I kind of waited for it to come around and kind of aimed for that root with a little pickup to it. That, and you can land that in a lot of different places. I was kind of waiting for it to come on a downbeat there, I think, that time. But just try that thing out. Just really get that. Make it dynamic, right? Just playing 3 notes there. But I'm kind of attacking that. That's kind of an Albert Collins, if you want to look him up, that's just kind of a you just kind of pounce on it right there, just really sets the tone, Doesn't mean that everything's going to have to be real fast after that. Holding on to that root note A there and just letting that thing, sound out with that vibrato. There's a now one thing that a lot of these licks are going to have in common is this thing I call the micro bend, okay? And just get on there and just do that. Put this on here. Notice I'm pulling it down. Sometimes I'll pull down to this one. Right. Or pick it. That time I picked it so you could hear it, but I like to pull up right there. Yeah, it just gives you another little. So something like this. Or just hold that. Right. Another root. Okay. Now, talk about this bending business here for just a second. You see in tab and things, and you hear it explained a lot, I'm sure. I'm bending a half or a whole, I'm bending up like 2 frets, a whole or a half. Right? Kind of not in the key that we're playing in right now, is it? But the micro is short of both of those. It's not going to probably wouldn't sound bad if you went all the way up and reached that major third. Interesting thing here too, in the backing track, there's the guitar part is hitting a major third pretty often. It's going like, right? That kind of, funky comping lick. So it's kind of, it's a little bit mysterious, really, right? Because I'm playing a note here that's just not on an instrument, right? On a piano, you can't play this note. It's not there, right? There's no in between the two chromatic notes. But on guitar, you've got just all points in between. You really got to make that talk. Really work on that. Don't try to control it in any, really specific way or imitating just one player. But just know that you don't always have to be bending that. And you can do it with your index finger because it's real slight. It doesn't take, a lot of, power in your hand like a big bend like this does, right? Okay. So there's a couple little licks you can make a routine out of. Just hold that one. You can go up there and end on it. And that's the thing, is take these 3 or 4 notes. That one I'm bending it a little bit further. But, do them in whatever order you can do, end on different ones. Right, put a little bit of hammer, a little bit of full. Don't try to cover too much territory on this one. Let that backing track really carry you. Here's a little bit more, just some ideas. That's putting in more of the whole scale. And you don't have to play it in 16ths like I just either. See, that track, it will groove no matter what you do speed-wise. This is your chance to really sound like you, okay? I'm giving you some ideas. I'm priming the pump, right? But really want you to embrace this idea that, don't just run off because there's not any tabbed out licks and all that. Get on that minor pentatonic, that blues scale, and really dig in there and just see how dirty you can get with it. And, you can also do this kind of micro bending coming down from things. And I've had a couple people ask me about this actually in the comments, like what it's, I can't really see what you're doing, but it sounds like you're coming from above the note, you know. So that's a good ear. People are picking up on that, right? So I will do that. I'll go. It's kind of the other way, other direction from. All right. But again, I'm not really. That one, I guess I'm probably getting closer to a quarter bend, right? But you don't have to overthink it. Now, this one's not even near an actual chromatic note. All right. Have fun with this. I'm going to give you a good long backing track with this one, okay? I might even make a separate video of it. If you need more, just let me know in the comments, and I'll put up like a link to a longer one or something. All right? Take care now.